CES is the world's largest electronics show, but it's more than electronics and technology. I'm John Potter. For the same reason RAB is here gathering information about how marketing and advertising will change as new technology is developed, many advertisers, marketers, and agencies are here looking for the same information. Some of the world's largest brands are sharing their take on where marketing is going. Here's Dave Casper.
Content remains king. That was the message from Les Moonves as he addressed attendees of Brand Matters, a keynote at CES in Las Vegas. Moonves opened the panel conversation by saying CBS is first and foremost a content company. Content providers must tell great stories, but technology allows providers to interact and engage with consumers in many new and compelling ways. Those remarks were followed by a panel conversation featuring executives from a number of America's leading brands, including Disney, Google, McDonald's, Condé Nast, and Fox Television. The panel was moderated by Wendy Harris Willard of MediaLink and focused on the intersection between brands and technology. Willard challenged the panelists to talk about their various companies and the balance they need to strike between large-scale branding and the seemingly incompatible idea of personalization. While the answers varied from panel to panelist, they all seemed to agree that these ideas aren't mutually exclusive. In short, scale is vital, but today's most effective campaigns must allow consumers to experience branded messaging in a highly personalized way. This is the place where technology and branding meet. The panelists also discussed the importance of recognizing a given company's DNA. In the age where lines between content providers, media companies, and brands are often blurred, panelists agreed it's important for brands to seek new and deeper connections with their target consumers through new and emerging technology and channels.
In one conference session, Stephanie Ruhle, Bloomberg News, interviewed iHeartMedia's chairman and CEO Bob Pittman and iHeart personality Ryan Seacrest.
What's great about the technology today is it's enabling radio to serve the listener even better. If you think about it, the person who listens to radio used to call us on the request line. Now we talk to them on Facebook, Instagram, they text us. We've made the relationship much, much richer. Now with iHeartRadio, we've picked up a couple of extra radios. They got a portable radio called the phone. The average person listens to the radio about 8.6 occasions per day. The addition of the phone and the computer at the office allows us to increase that. And so every piece of technology is enabling us. iHeartRadio is merely the platform to push all this out to the consumer.
It's very interactive. Bob says it's the first social media because back in the day, it was just request lines. Now we're looking at feedback from an audience on the phones and also through our social dashboards. So I think that it's a grand dialogue with an audience.
Our job at iHeartMedia is to figure out ways to put all the different pieces together. You've got the broadcast component, you've got the digital component, you've got the social component, and our job with our partners and our advertisers is to figure out the best ways to send their messages with this blanket coverage.
CBS Radio announced here that CBS Radio and CBS Local Digital Media are launching Play.it, a new podcast network. We talked to Dan Mason, President and CEO of CBS Radio. Tell us what Play.it is all about.
It is a platform for individual podcasters to come together into a basket of podcasts, which will be called a network, a podcast network, and then, or on-demand network, whatever. And then that basket or that network is presented to advertisers who can advertise straight across it if they would like in a one-stop shop type fashion. Or they could aggregate it into certain parts of the country, or they by show or by demographic. So it's a neat way to make things easy to buy and a really fun way for listeners to listen all from one screen.
Play.it has over 300 premium content podcasts to start, including podcasts from CBS Radio personalities, as well as from leading news, lifestyle, sports, and media brands. For example, Dennis Crowley, CEO of Foursquare, said they have a podcast on the platform. And John Donham, CEO of TuneIn, announced a partnership with CBS to provide on-demand audio. Radio is showcasing its ability to evolve and remain relevant. I'm John Potter with Dave Casper in Las Vegas, and that's Radio Sales Today.